Hey guys, welcome back to Point A to B Moto, and today we are going to talk about whether or not you should be getting a luggage rack for your KTM 390 adventure. And obviously, before we can begin into unboxing, which one I bought, how I did it, the first and the most important thing that we need to talk about is why did I even buy it in the first place? And the answer is quite simple, guys. I bought it because most of my riding on this motorcycle is going to be 2-up, which means on the passenger seat I cannot mount a soft luggage system, which is my preference, by the way. So let's get into it. So you must realize there is quite a few of them out there, but I went with MotoTorque's V1 or the version 1 of the luggage rack for the 390 adventure. So what made me buy the MotoTorque over other brands? The answer is very simple. If you look at the previous video, we talked about the MotoTorque's GPS mount for the 390 adventure. Loved it, so I thought why not take the risk and buy the luggage rack from them as well. But that may not have been the most wisest thing to do. The reason that I'm calling it V1 and MotoTorque isn't is because they came out with an updated version for it, and I know exactly why they did it, and they now have conveniently removed the version 2 naming scheme from their website, which is a very convenient thing for them to do. And the reason that it is convenient for them to do was because the V1, the one that I have, has a major flaw in it. The supporting mounting points for it are not the most adequate ones. So much so that on the way back from Goa, all the way back to Nasik, the bolt got cut off. And yes, these were the very same bolts that MotoTorque had provided when they shipped the product. I paid rupees 3000 for this, and now the MotoTorque V2 is standing around 3700, and you can clearly see that the base plate on which the luggage goes is exactly the same, but the supporting mounting points for it is far much complex compared to mine. And also, check this out. Just beautiful. And the reason it happens is because of this. The bolts going into the subframe don't have any nuts holding them together. And with that, I had really hoped that I would be able to tell you the unboxing and the installation process, but since it is not being sold anymore, it is no longer relevant, and I am just going to skip over this phase and just directly move to the next point, which is what is its use case. As I mentioned in the beginning, that we use this motorcycle for 2-up touring, so the luggage rack obviously is going to carry some kind of luggage. With that being said, the question that you might have is it big enough? So here's a comparison of my hand on the rider seat, on the pillion seat, and on the luggage rack. But what I specifically use it for is a 30-liter bag from Dirt Sack known as Max 30. I really love this product. It's waterproof, it rolls up, it can turn into a backpack, all that kind of stuff. And I just use the same straps and the G-hooks that they have given, and I mount it onto the luggage rack. And what do I carry in it? I carry a pump, torque wrench, a puncture kit, and a few basic tools here and there, so if anything happens, I can always get back home. And now I would like to draw your attention to the broken indicators. They are 100% my fault. The slack on the straps that connect the luggage rack to the bag was too much, and so the luggage rack used to shift a little to the left and a little to the right, and lo and behold, I have broken indicators. In the future, this is what I plan to do. I plan to extend the luggage rack a little from the left and the right so that the 30 liter can sit more comfortably and wouldn't shift around as much. Even when the slack is now adjusted, I would still like to extend it a little bit. And so this is going to be my verdict if you're planning to get a luggage rack for your KTM 390 adventure. If you are going to be riding by yourself, don't get it. Just get the rackless system by Dirt Sack. It really works wonders. I've toured with them, they're really great. But if you do decide to get a luggage rack and use soft luggage with it, like how I'm using it, I would just like to show you the amount of time it takes to take the luggage off, and remember, it takes similarly the same amount to put it back on. As far as soft luggage mounting is considered, this is quite reasonable. And so that was the verdict on whether or not you should add a luggage rack to your KTM 390 adventure. In the next episode, we will be adding fog light mounts, and so guys, if you're interested, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.